I love doing what I do for JQ, helping so many people of so many different demographics. I came from a very traditional family, traditional in the sense of we were a close-knit two-parent family. I'm the third of four siblings. Friday night Shabbat dinner was a family night, non-negotiable. When I came to the United States, I walked into Hillel and I met Laura Geller, at the time one of the first female rabbis. She set me on the road to being involved in the organized Jewish community. Not only did I find a home, but it's where I felt I was doing good. I was married for 25 years to a wonderful woman, Susan. When I started to realize that there was a part of me that was not being true to myself, I felt very lonely, and I felt like I was the only person in the world who was going through this struggle. Susan realized what was going on, and she said that we needed to do this together. We needed to go through this together and figure out what was happening. She was my rock and she was my support. My children said that they just wanted me to be happy. In that journey, I then went to an old friend of mine from the Hillel days at USC, Rabbi Denise Eger of Kol Ami. Kol Ami was a place for me to find a community that spoke to my new identity that I was exploring. When I heard about JQ, I thought, well, here's another organization that did social justice, that did education, that did community building, and was another place for me to find community. Not only could I do something for it, but it was doing something so much for me in terms of where I needed to be. If only it had been around 20 years earlier, perhaps things might have been different. What I hope someone will get when they walk in the door of JQ for the first time is the same sense of home, maybe, that I felt. Some people may be coming for just a social experience. Some people may be coming for a Shabbat dinner. Some people may be coming for help. We have these three pillars of education and community building and support services. I hope that someone gets something from each one of those because we do it, I think, so well. In terms of the future and my hopes, not just for the LGBTQ world, but the world in general, we are at such a critical time in this country's history with human rights as a whole. An organization like JQ needs to play a part in what's going to happen. I am so honored that at this point in my professional life, I work for the National Council of Jewish Women, which right now is focused on abortion justice. Organizations like that and JQ and ADL and so many organizations make sure that human rights, LGBT rights, women's rights don't get sent back 50 years to where they were. Being involved as a lay leader is what I feel I can do to make sure that things like that don't happen and that we keep moving forward. So my hope is that all LGBTQ plus Jews can find a home at JQ International and that we continue growing so that we can continue to provide that home.